Atlanta world is nothing new, but when family stuff gets dragged into it, things get real. This time, Jasmine...
Fans quickly picked up on Karlie's post, and it felt more shady than supportive. She wrote, "Some truths can't be hidden forever," which might seem harmless, but in the love and hip-hop world, nothing is ever that simple. The caption sparked a lot of questions. Was Karlie hinting at something about the kid, or was there more to it? For Jasmine, it was clear that Karlie crossed a line. The picture was bad enough, but when you add a cryptic caption like that, it seemed like Karlie was using her kid for attention. As a parent, especially someone like Jasmine who's super protective, this was a hard hit. She found out about Karlie's post when a friend sent her a screenshot, and she was not happy. Sources say she was shocked, and honestly, who wouldn't be? Karlie didn't just invade her child's privacy, she put it out there for everyone to see, leaving Jasmine no choice but to speak up. Her first thought wasn't about the show. It was all about protecting her kid. As the news spread, tensions got higher, and it didn't take long before things started to blow up. Jasmine didn't hold back when she confronted Karlie in person. Behind the scenes, things were heating up, with cast members already picking sides. Everyone could feel that things were about to get intense. Jasmine was beyond mad. She called up some cast members, venting and letting them know how big of a deal this was to her. She even made it clear how tired she was of Karlie always making everything about her, even if it meant hurting someone else's family. The tension was thick, and you could feel it just by hearing about those talks.
Washington has had enough. Imagine this. You're trying to keep your kid out of the...
Cheetah and Spice tried to lighten the mood with some jokes, but it was clear everyone was waiting for Jasmine. When she finally walked in, the room went silent. Jasmine's eyes locked on Karlie as she walked in with serious intent, her face set in a fierce expression. Karlie just sat there like she was ready for whatever was coming. Jasmine didn't waste any time. "I wasn't even gonna do this, I swear," she said. "But he tried to say I showed up at the door in my birthday suit, so now I have to say something." "That's never what happened," Jasmine said, her voice firm. "But if you want to go there, then let's go there." She wasn't holding back anymore. "You want to make me look crazy with your lies? Fine. I'm about to show you crazy with my truth. That's all it is, you started this, so now, let's finish it." When Jasmine walked in, it was clear she wasn't here for a conversation. She was ready to make a statement. She locked eyes with Karlie and marched right across the room. "Why are you playing games with my child's picture?" Jasmine's voice was sharp, and you could feel the tension in the air. Jasmine's tone was clear, and there was no mistaking how serious she was. Karlie, however, barely reacted. She just leaned back in her chair and gave that famous smirk of hers. "What's the big deal?" "It was just a picture," Karlie said, her voice calm and almost like she didn't care. But to Jasmine, that was like pouring gasoline on a fire. Jasmine didn't hold back. She accused Karlie of using her child to get attention, calling the whole thing disrespectful and way out of line. She wasn't just angry, she was hurt. To Jasmine, that post wasn't just about the picture. It felt personal. To Jasmine, it wasn't just about the picture. It felt like a total betrayal of her trust and her family's privacy. Karlie, though, wasn't about to apologize. "You're overreacting," she said with a shrug. "If you can't handle the heat, maybe you shouldn't be here." That just made Jasmine even more furious. Before anyone could react, Jasmine took a step forward and raised her voice. The room immediately exploded with people shouting, trying to calm things down. And then, out of nowhere, Jasmine lunged at Karlie. Drinks went flying, chairs scraped the floor, and all hell broke loose. The room quickly erupted into chaos. Producers and cast members rushed in, pulling the two apart before things got completely out of hand. Even as Karlie was being held back, she didn't miss a chance to throw some shade. "See? You're crazy. That's why no one takes you seriously," she shouted, casually fixing her hair like nothing was going on. For Jasmine, this was about drawing a clear line. She had worked hard to protect her child from the world of reality TV, and to have someone she barely trusted use that for a storyline was something she just couldn't let slide. But for Karlie, it was just another day in her long history of drama. In her confessional, she didn't back down. She brushed off the fight, saying it was just Jasmine overreacting. If she's so sensitive, that's on her, Karlie said. I didn't mean any harm, but I'm not going to pretend I did. It was classic Karlie, deflecting blame and keeping the drama alive while somehow ending up with more attention. Jasmine, on the other hand, made her intentions clear. She just wanted respect for her family and a safe space for her child. But for Karlie, this was just another move in the love and hip-hop playbook. Push buttons, stir things up, and watch the chaos unfold. Whether she meant to or not, Karlie was at the center of yet another storm, and this time, it felt more personal. The drama didn't stop on the show. It spilled over to social media, where fans quickly picked sides. The fight between Jasmine and Karlie became the talk of the internet. On one side, people defended Jasmine, saying her anger was totally justified. They pointed out how wrong it was to share a child's photo without asking first. Many fans, especially moms, understood where she was coming from, saying Jasmine was just protecting her kid. Some even praised her for standing up to Karlie, calling her move bold and necessary. Critics quickly jumped in, saying Jasmine's reaction was too much, especially the physical confrontation. Comments like, Jasmine should have handled it differently, and this is just another messy moment for her, were everywhere. Some even accused her of using the situation to get sympathy, suggesting her anger was more about staying relevant on the show than about protecting her child. Some people just can't take a joke, and if you know, you know. Her posts were as mysterious as ever. One moment, she's sipping a drink and casually saying, "Unbothered as always," to her fans. Of course, this only added more fuel to the fire. Was she really unbothered, or was she just playing it cool to stay in the spotlight? The cast was totally divided, with everyone picking sides like never before. What started as a fight between two people quickly turned into a huge conversation about respect, boundaries, and accountability. Rashida was one of the first to speak up for Jasmine. In her confessional, she said, "As a mom, I get it. There are just some things you don't do, like posting someone's kid without asking." Her words really connected with a lot of people, and she wasn't the only one who felt that way. A few others in the cast also spoke up in support. Some people did admit that Karlie's actions were pretty provoking. "Karlie does this all the time," one castmate said. "She pushes people until they snap, then acts like she's the victim." But not everyone was on Jasmine's side. Some cast members called her out for making things worse and turning it into a physical fight. "This is love and hip-hop," one said in their confessional. "Drama's part of the show, but Jasmine took it way too far." Others thought Jasmine's reaction just gave Karlie even more attention. Some people saw how the fight worked out perfectly for Karlie, keeping her right in the middle of all the drama. Karlie, on her end, showed no regret. Surrounded by her closest friends, she acted like the victim, saying, "I didn't do anything wrong," with a smirk. Jasmine just can't handle the truth. To her supporters, this was just Karlie being Karlie. But Jasmine wasn't backing down. She stood strong in her decision to confront Karlie, saying, "I'm not letting this slide. I'm not sorry for standing up for my child." Jasmine made it clear, "If Karlie thinks she can mess with my family and walk away like nothing happened, she's wrong." For both of them, this fight was just the beginning of something bigger that could shape the whole season. The tension between Jasmine and Karlie isn't going away anytime soon, and it's obvious this is far from over. Things might seem calm for now, but the big question is, can they ever get on the same page? Or is this feud only going to heat up as the season goes on? This drama is just getting started. It all kicked off with one Instagram post, but it digs deeper about privacy, respect, and the struggles of parenting in the spotlight. In a world where everything's out there, how do you protect what really matters? For Jasmine, it's about keeping her kid out of the drama. For Karlie, it's about using every scandal to stay in the spotlight. We're all waiting to see how this showdown plays out, but one thing's clear: Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is about to get